Your competitor monitoring is probably wrong. You are likely watching too many pages, alerting on too many tiny diffs, and training your team to ignore the feed. A testimonial changes, the footer shifts, one button label moves. None of that helps anybody decide anything. That is not competitive intelligence. That is just noise. The better system is smaller. Watch the right pages, ignore junk, and tell the team what changed and why it matters. Most teams are monitoring too much. For most businesses, you need 3 pages: homepage, offer, and pricing. Homepage tells you positioning. Offer tells you what they are pushing. Pricing tells you what changed in the economics. If it does not affect message, offer, or price, it usually does not deserve a daily alert. So, here is the system we are actually building. Every day, we call DumplingAI v2 to scrape those tracked pages, compute a stable content hash, collapse each page into a compact signature, send the before and after signatures to an LLM materiality check, and write one digest. Not a raw diff, not a dump of HTML, one summary the team can scan in under a minute. We start with a tiny config. Each competitor gets a name and exactly 3 tracked URLs. That constraint is not cosmetic. It is the whole strategy. If the input gets bloated, the monitor gets bloated. We are not crawling the whole site. We are tracking the few pages that actually move strategy. Next, we fetch the pages with DumplingAI v2. The main call in this walkthrough is scrape page through /API/v2/run. We ask for cleaned markdown, keep JavaScript rendering on, and get content we can normalize and hash. At this step, the goal is not deep analysis. The goal is reliable page retrieval and a stable enough payload to decide whether the page changed at all. This is the step that makes the system useful. Since the current v2 story we want to tell is capability first, around scrape page, we keep the shaping step inside Claude code. Instead of diffing raw page text, we collapse each page into a compact signature: headline, CTA, promise summary, and pricing signals. For a homepage, that gives us positioning. For an offer page, it gives us package and promise language. For pricing, it gives us economic signals. That gives the LLM a much cleaner before and after to judge. Now we compare the latest structured snapshot to the previous one. But we still do not alert on every difference. We send those before and after signatures to an LLM and ask a practical question. Is this material enough for a business team to care about today? Did pricing move? Did the main CTA shift? Did a plan disappear? Did they add a new offer? If the change is cosmetic, we drop it. If it changes message, offer, or price, we keep it. This is where the monitor stops being a diff engine and starts becoming a decision tool. Once the LLM has filtered down to the meaningful changes, we summarize them for a human reader. The summary should not just repeat the raw change. It should say what changed and why it matters. For example, pricing added a new lower tier, which suggests a move down market. Or the homepage CTA shifted from demo to self-serve, which usually means they are trying to reduce friction. The job of the digest is to save the team interpretation time, not just reading time. This is the part the team sees. A clean digest by competitor, with page type, the change, and a short reason to care. If nothing meaningful changed, the system should stay quiet. Silence is a feature here. The whole point is signal without spam. Now we run it end to end. Fetch the pages with scrape page, build a compact signature, run the before and after through an LLM materiality check, and write the digest. This is the moment where the workflow has to feel boring in the best way. No clever dashboard required, just a reliable daily pass that turns web changes into something the team can act on. A few guardrails make this much better. First, store snapshots so you are comparing structure over time, not just rerunning analysis in a vacuum. Second, keep the monitored page list small. Third, use the LLM to judge materiality, not to invent facts. And fourth, treat the digest as decision support, not automatic truth. The tool should help the team notice things faster, not replace judgment. That is the whole system. 3 pages per competitor, compact page signatures instead of raw diffs, an LLM materiality check before alerting, and one digest the team might actually read. If you want, the next step is to add more competitors, route the output to Slack or email, and turn this into a quiet daily habit instead of another noisy dashboard.